If you're going to play poker in a saloon, it's always best idea to keep an ace up your sleeve. Unless Whiskey Pete's there. He shot you in the liver last time. On another exciting episode of the Cowboy Rowdy Podcast.
Wait, Governor,
Know that I'm coming correct.
let me talk to you guys about something that they can do both drunk and high that is extremely pleasant.
I think our podcast needs a budget for guns.
Cowboy Rowdy. Well, shoot, dang. Crack a cold one, baby. What is it with this fucking podcast?
Hey, it's me, your host, Cam Beasley. Joining us as always, we have a Monterey Bay comic and show producer, Michael Booth.
I saw it.
No, I'm trying to get so articulate and phonetic on your name. I'm going to get to where I'm the Morgan Freeman of saying your name. Like Michael Booth. And like, people be like, oh my God, it's amazing just when I say it. So I'm dialing it in. It's getting there. Also joining us, we have studio engineer and anemic day trader, Sebastian McCabe. Did I get it? I got it. Bang, bang, bang.
He's trying to trade those iron stocks, bro. It needs it.
Keeping it all the ETFs. I don't use the whole stock, bud.
I'm after those heavy metals, man.
Yeah.
My anemia is well under control.
Yeah, that's good, especially during COVID season.
Yeah, I've been taking iron for probably about 6 or so years now.
Really?
He's got
You
those
actually take a
copper
supplement?
fit on, dude.
Is that doctor's ordered, or did you just read that in subreddit?
No, I really am anemic.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Wow.
Control that. See, I didn't even. That was a guess, but it was a good read. Also,
Way to-
makes it a little bit cruel. Makes it a little bit cruel.
Yeah, I was gonna
No,
say,
it's-
way to
it's-
just call him out
I
like
really
that,
don't give a
dude.
shit.
We established beforehand that you're the best at taking an insult out of all of us by far. And can I just
really
say,
don't care.
did not know you had an actual health issue. So feel a little bit like a dick.
I really don't care.
I want to
really-
dive.
He's like,
I'm gonna dive off anemia lupus on you for at least 6 months now, though.
he's like, just because I have the Acorns app, yeah.
A little grace period.
I'll parlay in hepatitis C as well. I'm just gonna keep you off the books for those for 6 months. Hey, before we get going, can I plug something? Because I don't get to do this very
Yeah,
often
hit
during
it.
quarantine season. I won't be in Texas. Okay, so as this podcast comes out, basically you have one day to buy a ticket to the show. But I'll be doing a show in Richmond, Texas.
Sick.
Come out and see me. I think it's like Slappy Saloon or Sloppy BBQ House, something like that. We have a good old time though. I'll be getting sloppy in the bathroom afterwards, so just lay it out. So, yeah, come out and see me. It's on my Instagram bio if you're looking forward to buy tickets. Awesome. What you guys about to do, man? It's been an exciting little hype.
As you guys can see, I'm in a new place. Moved out of my apartment in a new recording area.
It's
I'm
very
sorry
nice.
if there's right next to the street, so my apologies if there's a little car noise happening. I'm trying to figure that out, but
I'm not hearing any
I
background.
got some paneling set up and everything in the new spot, so happy to be, fully moved now. That's always a
Beautiful.
good feeling.
Now, can I say, and I don't want to be presumptive here, but are you not recording in a closet?
I am not recording in the closet anymore.
Straight
I am,
R. Kelly out the closet. Here we go.
I am
Look at
out.
that.
Now I'm just
sorry
in
to
the
associate you with
corner.
R. Kelly because he is a monster, but I do like the new place. It is very nice.
It's okay. I
And the
don't like to
lighting's
pee
good,
on
too.
people.
Seb's got better lighting. I feel like we're just in a something positive
Dude,
happened
we're-
this weekend.
we're up in the
Something-
production, dude.
Something,
I don't know.
right?
Something positive happened.
Something changed.
Side note, President's very sick, but they say he's getting better, so that's good news. I'll say
Yeah,
I'm not pro anything or anybody dying ever. I'm always pro everybody surviving, but I also don't like the idea of the person who's in charge of the country being too sick to like react if someone's like pew, pew, pew. So in all senses, I hope everybody recovers quickly.
Yeah, I found it interesting. I think that he felt he had symptoms and then went to a dinner or something like that. Still, I believe, and so I feel like the story's just gonna keep going. More and more people are probably gonna come forward that they test positive. I know Chris Christie said he has it,
tons of
and
people. I can't believe
hope-
anyone. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I hope Mitch McConnell gets it, and I hope he dies. I hope
Okay.
he doesn't get better.
Okay, so we're on different sides of this conversation. I'll just say this: I don't know anybody who would have honestly believed that Trump would have stayed home sick.
Yeah, right. Like,
That dude has the luck of the frickin' billionth degree leprechaun power, and you think he's gonna stop riding that hot streak after 78 years of riding 100% hot? You think he's gonna back up all of a sudden because he's got a nose run? Oh,
Dude,
maybe I should be
they-
careful.
Joe wears the biggest mask I've ever seen. It's huge.
Yeah, yeah. He was banging prostitutes. He didn't care if his dick fell off. You think he worries if his nose is running?
Yeah, he
Like
didn't give a
Jesus
fuck.
Christ, the guy's not gonna stay in with a cold. Ugh.
Didn't he say at one point that he drinks like 8 Diet Cokes a day or something?
11,
like
bro.
that?
11, bro.
That's
Hey,
a
you know-
lot of.
You know what they say
Fuck
about
man.
addicts? What they tell you is only half of what's actually happening.
He
Yeah.
just,
If he says 11,
There's a
that's
room
24,
in the White
dog.
House that's
This
just
is my
like,
first glass today.
he's got two 12-packs, one for the morning and one for the afternoon, okay? Tang, 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 tang. Oh, my God.
This is my my
Yeah.
Diet Coke AM and my Diet Coke PM.
Yeah, this is NyQuil in it. The White House released a couple of pictures late last night that showed our cool president working in like the presidential suite at the hospital, which is like, by the way, it's like a 6-room suite in this fucking hospital. You know,
Dude.
like three months ago, people were like dying in hallways and they were loading them out into trucks, but we have a 6-room suite for him.
Yeah.
But they posted a picture. They posted 2 pictures of him working in the presidential suite, and it was literally him signing his name with a Sharpie on a blank sheet of printer paper.
And what's worse is, like, isn't he spreading COVID at that point? Like, where's the
Yeah.
mask and gown? This is
Yeah, like, who-
clearly the
who's
sickest
gonna-
man in America. Get him one thing for his face.
Yeah, who's gonna
Holy
pick up this fucking paper? Like, it's crazy.
Guess who else has COVID? The guy who took the picture, for sure.
Yeah, right. Like, what are all? Yeah.
I'm putting 2 and 2 together here. Get this guy
No,
back
dude,
in his
they
hospital
stuck
bed.
they stuck a GoPro on like a 12-foot long pole and just like eased it
Shove it
into
in
the
there.
room very
Medieval
slowly.
times. There's just a GoPro camera guy. He's like, oh, God.
With like a Ziploc bag over it.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if it was dumber than that. Like, let's see if he's
Oh,
contaminated anything. Someone lick the Sharpie. Somebody's like, ah. Like, seems
that
good
paper.
enough.
I bet you people would pay to lick that Sharpie though. You know,
Oh,
like
dude.
that's the world
That's
we
how
live
Kyle
in, bro.
Rittenhouse is getting pardoned.
We got
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sometimes
In
we say things
other-
are going to get a shot.
in other less important news. I did 2 things recently that I thought I would never do. I switched back to iPhone, which is
gang.
which has been huge. I've been an Android user for a couple
Welcome
years.
back.
I kind of miss it in some ways, but the thing that people say about iPhones of they just work is true. Like I don't know. Anyway, nothing really to say there. Also, I made
news.
I made a Twitter.
Woo, woo, woo.
Oh shit.
At Seinfeld, same as my IG.
Oh, nice.
If you give a shit.
You got to drop those Mitch McConnell threads if you're going to stay on the twit.
Yeah, bro.
It's
I
okay,
know.
man. I don't violate
your
the terms
tweet.
of service over there.
Much like something it rhymes with, it's not about joining the twit. It's about staying on the twit. That's important. Yes.
Yeah, I got. Well, dude, I have no followers. Like I have 0 followers. I can say whatever the fuck I want. I don't
There you go. Yeah. Just tweeting into the abyss. I love it.
Tweeting into the
I have
abysses.
been, dude. I've been just like tweeting since I got it. Like no one reads them. I don't give
There
a
you
shit.
go. I'll have to follow you now and check it out.
Yeah. My tweet is just to spy on Pat Buchanan. I don't really type anything on it.
Well, yeah, mine is just for. Mine was originally just for like cyber stalking mostly.
Ah.
I use it to
Like,
DM
she
Chris
blocked
Cuomo.
she blocked me on all the other platforms, but not on Twitter.
I just use it to like be a reply guy to e-girls. That's pretty much.
There's the only place I can talk to Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, I just use it to simp mainly. Now that No Simp September
There you
is
go.
over.
There's no better spot for public findom. So
I love this. I just pulled it up, and he says, "If I got COVID, I would simply use CBD." That was a good one, Seb.
That's
To the part of the episode where you guys just read my Twitter off.
yeah. This is my
Yeah,
favorite
we should
part of
make
the
that a.
episode.
Yeah,
So, this is what pays the bills, baby. The rest is just a
we should
push.
get in. What's today's
So
thing?
yeah,
What are we
let's talk
getting
about
into?
it. There's a reason we had the intro the way it was. There's a reason we're talking about Donald Trump so much. We're talking about cheaters, people. It's a cheating episode, and we're gonna narrow it in. We're not talking about politics. We're not talking about infidelity. We're not talking about the things specifically he did. We're talking about how sports became so associated with some of the most famous cheating incidents in all of history. Really, more so than anything. And you wouldn't think it'd be that way, but sports is where cheating is at its pinnacle. And so we want to talk about some of our most memorable, famous sport cheats. And does anybody want to kick us off with this? We talked before, and everybody's got good ones.
I think I'll go first here.
Yeah,
I want to highlight somebody that was in a sport where he dominated, where there was multiple people cheating as well, and he beat them out. I'm talking about Lance Armstrong here.
King of the
Fucking
cheaters.
badass. Yeah, because like the top 50 dudes in the Tour de France are all juice and all using that shit where it makes their legs like not stop moving. I don't know what it's called, but I just remember there was like a drug they would take where their legs just wouldn't stop moving, and so they like just forced to pedal. And he beat all of them like 7 times, bro. Like he straight up just dominated in a field of everybody juicing. So I think he's the best he's definitely the best at cheating. It just like goes without saying.
He shouldn't have been competing at cycling. He should have been competing at cheating. That was his real
100%.
forte. That was where his talent shined the most.
Yeah, he's like one of the greatest cheaters ever.
Yeah,
And
he's
the crazy
probably the
thing
best.
too with cycling is like that's they have like all these like anti-doping whatever initiatives, and he was out there like, yeah, doping is wrong for like his whole career.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Awesome.
It's so
Yeah.
blatant. It's fucking crazy that he.
I don't know.
Yeah, live strong, dude. Live
Yeah.
juiced, okay?
You know what if he put a motor on his bike? That'd be pretty cool. Then he
Just as an
he would have had
e-bike?
more balls, and that's double entendre if you catch my drift. Hey, oh yeah.
Lance Armstrong too was like, it's like you said, like it was like baseball in like the early 2000s. Like everybody was doing it. He was just a really good cyclist and also used more steroids than everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta say, like sports. The thing that's most despicable about cheating at sports is that there's so much money in it. Like a lot of people gamble. There's tons of betting being put on it, and I am upset because I lost a lot of money on WWE before I found out that it was all fixed. And it's like, how do I get my money back?
I don't know, man.
You just have to make friends with somebody in the script writing department.
Who'd you bet on, Cameron?
I
Hogan
always
never
bet on
got-
Ed McMahon to win the fight, and he would never show up. He just never showed up.
Well, in a way, he did win all of them.
Yeah,
Sort of
that's
a
Vince. That's Vince
roundabout.
McMahon. Ed McMahon.
I got my
never
money
showed
on Undertaker every time. Let me tell you what.
I used to vote on parlays for how many cans of beer Stone Cold Steve Austin would bring, and I'd always shoot high, and I'd lose money in the lightning round.
Oh my god.
I've got a pretty elaborate cheating story here. So in Formula One in racing in 2000, let me pull this up here so I don't get anything wrong. Yeah, 2008.
I love how he sells this story, by the way, because all the best stories are elaborate.
Well, it's
Oh yeah.
so basically what happened was in 2008 we had the Renault F1 team, which is a French
Everybody knows
team.
them.
It's spelled with a T at the end, but you don't pronounce it. French people are fucking weird.
They're lazy.
But, so it was like one of the last races of the season, and there were two drivers on this team: Fernando Alonso, which is a powerful name, and Nelson Piquet Jr., also very powerful name. So what happened was both of these guys on the same team were starting further back than they wanted to. They didn't qualify very well. So Fernando Alonso was the first one to make a pit stop to put fresh tires on. Everybody has to make one pit stop in the race, right? So he makes his one pit stop before anybody else. And then his teammate, Nelson Piquet Jr., suddenly crashes on this corner, and he crashes out, which means that they have to basically kind of pause the race while they clear all the debris in the car off the track, and then everybody else goes in for their pit stop at that point. So now Alonso, who already pitted, is out in front of everybody, and everybody comes out of the pits behind him. So he went from like 14th or something like that.
So they
to
sacrificed a guy.
to leading the race, and then it comes out, and nobody finds out about this for like until like the end of the season, or it was next August. It was almost a full year.
It took him that
later.
long?
Well, no. So here's what happened: was his teammate was leaving the team. The guy who crashed left the team, and he said,
Yeah,
like,
when you're the crash guy, when your job is no
yeah.
longer
100%, yeah.
now it's like, hey, hit
Yeah.
the objects.
Fuck you guys. Yeah, I'm out of
Back
here.
up.
out.
Remember how you're driving 200 miles an hour? Hit something.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
And initially,
See you later.
He was like, oh, it was an accident, and then like a year later, he was like, no, actually, they told me to crash there. And what wound up happening was like they were gonna like ban the fucking whole team and like disqualify them and all this other shit.
Damn right.
And they got like some penalties and a fine or whatever. Interestingly, one of the managers of that team is now like a higher up in all of F1.
Oh, he's like the commissioner.
He's like the chief cheater catcher now, basically.
I was
would
gonna
love
say,
that
yeah,
guy.
he benefited the most.
He's like the catch me if you can. He's like,
Yes,
became working
exactly.
For the FBI.
Exactly. It's exactly that.
This guy's
I am a
Leonardo
doctor.
DiCaprio of F1.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
exactly. They recruited him like, I don't know, like 10 years later or something to be like the chief tech guy. But it was just so fucking stupid because it's like, hey, dude, crash on purpose.
Yeah.
And here's my thing, like, how much money do you fucking have when you're like, I'm not in a good spot, blow up one of the super sports cars? It's like,
Yeah,
you
you
asshole.
fucking-
Cross
Yo,
into the corner. Yeah.
Don't I sweat when I pay rent? I wish I could just throw away a sports car so I could get a little
Oh,
bit ahead in a
you
race.
should.
Jesus Christ.
The name for this, by the way, if you want to Google it, is Crashgate, because everything has to have gate on the end of it.
Everything has gate. Yes, of course.
Like, the car got fucked up. Like, I think they had to replace, like, basically the whole thing, which is, like,
I was gonna ask you how bad the crash was, because
not great.
he just
It
yeah.
was a pretty gnarly one.
My
He
thing
didn't
is,
just like run into the wall and bend his
He,
like
like,
front
spun it a
ring.
bunch, like, two of his
Oh,
wheels
no, my
popped off and
fender.
shit. Like, he got
Make it look
fucked up.
realistic, bro.
they're like,
Yeah,
hey, we
exactly.
need a big
Make it look
kahuna.
real.
We need
Yeah.
you to go all the way.
Make
that
it
was
look like
the
you're
thing,
really
was-
bad.
they told him the specific corner to crash on because that corner was like, if you crash there, you can't just drive out. They had to get like the crane out to fucking
Oh,
extract the car
my.
and all this shit.
Can you imagine how stressful it was when they were planning it? Like, hey, race is in a week. You ready? He's like, yeah. Remember the corner, right? Yeah. You're going to
I
drive
think
into
it
it
was-
at 200 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna break, right?
Yeah. Don't hit the brakes, remember.
It's okay. We'll let you win next week.
Yeah. Jeez Louise. That's insane.
Yeah.
I-
And
that
then
guy's a nut
afterwards,
job.
like all their sponsors left and all this other stuff.
Damn.
How come their sponsors didn't leave when they started just blindly driving into corners? That's when I would have been scared. I would have waited till the controversy. I'd be like,
people
our
are-
guys suck. They need glasses. They're just driving
Could
into
be-
corners.
Could be technical difficulties, bro. There's a lot to it, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Not
Like-
even.
The crash looked legit. Like if you didn't know, you would just think like, oh, he made a mistake. It's fine. But no,
he's just a
he
cheat.
I hope they
made a
paid him extra.
mistake.
I hope they paid
Yeah,
him extra.
right. A little
I
bonus.
I hope he wasn't going in for like base salary on that. Like, I hope he got something. Cause
Yeah, here's your fender bender bonus, bro.
Yeah. For real.
yeah. He's like, tell you what, you do this crash, we'll let you take that vacation you want in September. He's like, really? Oh, you know, like there better been something big payoff wise, because that's a huge deal, man. Jesus Christ, that's intimidating. I don't like hearing about that story now. I just don't trust
Yeah.
anybody who drives a car anymore. Fucking A.
Yeah, crash
That's
on purpose,
terrifying.
bro.
Yeah, who would
What
do
you
that?
got,
The
Cameron?
fight. I can see the fight thing because, like, if someone takes a fall in a fight, it's good. It's like you're technically stopping the abuse. It's like, oh, I don't gotta get hit anymore. Okay, oh, I'm down. Oh no, you know, it's like the abuse is over and you get money. It's good. It's a good thing. This guy didn't get that. This guy had to drive himself. He was getting
For
no
his
damage.
own teammate. For his
He
own
was getting
teammate,
no
too.
damage. There was no damage. His head was fine. His car was fine. Zero damage intended. Zero damage planned. I thought,
Yeah, his
hey,
homeboy went into the pits before he crashed.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna chill, drink some Gatorade, fucking.
yeah, his friend was literally like eating hot dogs on the sides in the pits, and then he's like, "Hey, by the way, you were gonna take no damage. Let's go max possible damage you can inflict on a human body." let's just go 0 to 100 on the throttle and up. Yeah, we're not gonna punch you in the face and you go to sleep. You're gonna drive 200 miles an hour into a wall. That's insane. That's not comfortable. You can't do that to me, Seb. I'm gonna be picturing that all day.
Oh, dude, you
Jeez
should.
Louise.
If you want to see some good crashes, there's been some. It's been an interesting season this year.
Jeez
Anyway.
Louise. By the way, before the episode, we were all talking about all the baseball cheats, but I got a question. Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, all these guys, did they get stripped from Hall of Fame?
They have an asterisk next to their name.
Yeah,
That's what it
I don't
is?
think they got stripped, but it's like it's basically the asterisk is there to show like this is tainted, in some form.
That's not
but
enough. That's not enough.
I think they still honor them though, because the achievement, even though they were juiced up and roided out, the achievement is still pretty great. Like
Not
you
everybody
can
on
be
steroids is gonna hit 80 home runs. or
exactly.
whatever.
You
Yeah,
can be
'cause-
jacked
yeah,
and still
ev-
suck.
Everybody
Like-
else was on steroids, and none of them
100%,
did
yeah.
the things that he did. So
I just feel like every other player's statistics are tainted as well. Like the pitchers that season, they would have had more strikeouts. They would have had more this or that or the other. But the guys,
Yeah,
just
how
swinging
upsetting is it to be a pitcher working on your game, and then you just have Mark McGwire, Barry Bonds, Sosa,
Sammy Sosa.
Canseco,
Yeah.
all these just jacked dudes. It looks like a video game. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
If you're trying to play
Character
baseball, they're playing
creator.
Mortal Kombat. It's
Yeah.
like, this isn't cool. Yeah, no.
yeah, the bat just bursts into fucking flames.
That's my thing. Excuse everybody else's statistics. Everybody else in that whole league's statistics for that season are skewed, and those seasons. And so that's why
Yeah,
I'm like,
especially the
don't.
outfielders. They don't stand a chance. It's like
They
I
get
can't
nothing.
catch it over the
no
fence.
play.
Like,
There's no
yeah.
play. Yeah. They're gonna count how many sunflower seeds they ate that season. 'cause
Yeah,
there's
so
no
much for
statistics.
trying to win a
How much-
Golden
how much
Glove
dip
at the
they
outfield.
had.
Otherwise, it's goose egg. So you can't do
Yeah.
it. So like, it's not fair to everybody else. It taints way more than just their stats. I think they should just ban you. If you get caught with that, you should just get banned. And there's a reason for that. I think the biggest one to me, honestly, is John Jones, because he's touted as like the best fighter in the world, pound for pound, and he's cheated for decades. And if you look at every one of his fights, the very first thing he does for the first 2 rounds is poke you in the eye so many times you can't see straight. That's his first and greatest weapon as the greatest fighter of all time. You look at the damage he actually deals to people, most of it comes from eye pokes. The
Reminds me
surgeries,
of
the times that people are
Bloodsport.
out, it's retina attachments. He's literally like poking your eyes out as a 6'4" giant man, and it's like, I do not get it. And he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame as like youngest champion, this, that, and it's like the dude's biggest cheater. Like we don't have a bigger cheater in sports than John Jones, to me, in my opinion.
that we know of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Bloodsport when the guy throws that sand in Jean-Claude
Yeah.
Van Damme's eyes, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, it's totally. He did that for like a decade straight, and everyone was like, "Wow, he's really good at throwing sand." And it's like, "What? No, take him out. What are you talking about? You get to compliment how accurate his sand throwing is. This is bullshit." It's like, he was gonna kidnap that guy's girlfriend, but instead he just killed her to just devastate
Oh
him
my
mentally,
God.
so he couldn't fight. He's a really good fighter. It's like, what? That's not fighting. So I don't know. So to that note, I think instead of just dwelling on all these people who are like doing these big travesties, what are some like funnier shenanigans cheating that we can pull off? Like what's cheating where nobody like loses their career over it? What's some alternative sports cheat kind of stuff? You guys got any of those?
It's not cheating, but I really like flopping in basketball because
Flop.
it's just like, it's just so funny because it's like, sometimes people really do like throw really violent elbows and like knock people over. But I love when, 2 basketball players right in the air just gotta barely touch, and one of them just acts like he just got shot in the fucking head.
AKA pulling a LeBron.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I was gonna say-
it's so funny. It's not
It's
cheating,
also-
but it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's also pretty bad in soccer too. You see guys just
Yeah.
like some guy bumps into him and they flop on the ground. They're like holding their face, and it
Yep.
like takes like they're just doing that so they can get like basically a timeout, for free.
You know what it
And-
looks like in soccer is like in co-op video games when you get downed and then your teammate revives you and he just like touches you and you get up.
It's like the opposite.
Yeah.
It's like
But
bink, and you're like, oh.
They totally do that though because they'll be like rolling on the ground like they've just been shot or they're horribly injured, and then one of their teammates will just like pull them up, and they're totally fine.
They do a front flip over him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, viva France! And they
I'm
run
back!
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was playing football in high school, that was one of the things that our coaches told us. If you feel like you're hurt at all, just lay there because it's a timeout. Like,
You're resting,
don't
your
jump
team's
up
resting.
even if you feel any sort of injury, lay there. The trainers will come out, check you out.
Yep.
Like, and it just stops, gives everybody rest time. And it's smart. I mean, and there's no way for them to be like, to come out and say like, oh, you're flopping or oh, you're faking it.
I think the
Like,
best
there's
way
no-
to delay a game nowadays, if you get injured and you're down on the ground and they go, "Are you okay?" Go, "I think I have COVID."
Yeah, start coughing.
Yeah, and now they have to check everybody. They got to test everybody. You're gonna buy yourself at least
The
a
game's
week.
it's a
Yeah,
complete.
you bought yourself at least a week till they can reconvene.
Yeah.
You got plenty.
Yeah, I mean
of
that
time.
that happened recently in the NFL. They had to postpone some games, I think, because some players
Yeah,
tested
man.
positive.
If your star player breaks his toe in practice, at least one person on the team has to get COVID. Because you can't let them know that.
He's got
Someone's
turf
breaking
toe.
the
It's
circle.
like, nah,
Someone's
it's
breaking the bubble,
COVID-19.
going to freaking Chuck E. Cheese or a strip club or some shit, and someone's getting COVID because no one can know about this
Oh, my
motherfucker's
goodness.
toe. Yeah, sports cheating is at a whole new level now. Jesus Christ.
I,
Oh
I,
my gosh.
I have a lot of admiration for in baseball the move where have you ever seen people do this? They'll throw the ball right from the base and then just tag the runner. You ever seen a baseman do that? It's the funniest.
Yeah.
It's so good because it's not
Looky-loo.
cheating. It's just simple deception. It's just
No, it's worse than that. It's treating a player like a dog. It's like, there you go. Oh.
Yeah.
It's
Well-
literally giving him the old dog trick on a human being, and it's very
Yeah.
insulting.
The same goes for like if you're, if you slide into a base and you don't call time while you're getting up, like that was a thing that I remember being like clearly, our coaches made sure like to, if he doesn't call time, hold the fucking your mitt on the guy while he's getting up because the moment he steps off, if he hasn't called time to get up and brush himself
Yep.
off, he's out. And so there's little things like that fucking people don't pay attention to, like,
important.
and there's just
Yeah,
it's
I love cheating. I love like little deception in sports like that because to me it's like that's the real game is like how do we really optimize this? Like how do we really stretch this out?
Yeah, the cheating
they
is
get
the
so-
funnest part in sports.
They get so creative.
Dude, I love it.
For
The
real.
deflating the balls, the freaking putting
Yes.
the grease on their elbows, all this stuff. I love it. That's what makes sports more interesting to me. There should be a Hall of Cheaters.
They
That's what
really
do.
should. They really
Because
should.
Hall of Fame is like, okay, if this guy's so good at cheating, don't put him in with all these other idiots who played by the rules. He's his own man. Like, give him his own hall.
He's playing a
where
different
we,
thing.
Yeah, we have to hush
Yeah.
up all the great things he did because it's all
Yeah.
bad for the Hall of Fame.
They should-
Put him in the
yeah,
Hall
they
of
should
Cheaters.
have-
You can say everything. You can brag about
was-
it. Like, this dude did steroids 6 times a day. He was drinking the
gonna
shit.
say-
He's like, blah, blah, blah. He had gallons of steroids in his system at all points.
to your point, Cameron, there should be an entirely different league where you can do all the steroids you want.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
then there's
yeah.
like the regular and fucking just
The
juiced.
asterisk.
Someone
sports
takes
league.
someone's
Yeah.
full testosterone. They actually grow horns. He's like, ah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see
These
that
people
league.
can't even go
Mutant-
into society.
Mutant
They're
League
just
football
insane.
meets the XFL.
Yeah.
This is an idea from the 80s that was never fully made because we didn't have CRISPR technology back then, but we do now.
Can you
We do
imagine the
this.
fucking the UFC
Genetically
fights?
engineered Supermen throwing.
I volunteered
Yeah.
to start
each other.
crisping any Pee Wee League team anybody wants me to, and we can start get this thing going. Let's kick it off. I want to see some giants with some horns and some wings and shit. I'll give one of them a laser arm. I don't know how. We'll make it.
They don't even wear pads anymore in football. You're just like
just built in.
they just grow
To
them.
up the
Yeah,
aesthetic, we're gonna tape laser pointers to their heads. It's gonna be cool as shit. It'd be a light show. It'd be dope.
they're just all Wolverine basically out there. Like
just taping knives to their hands. Kid mode.
The
guy
fucking
shoulder
XFL
dislocates.
is
It's just
back.
like
If you see a 14-year-old football player, like he's been playing for 8 years, that kid's a savage.
I got the other thing that I really love besides cheating is the Air Bud defense of just like, well, there's no rule that said we couldn't, so
Yeah, you didn't say we couldn't bring a dog.
like in F1, I think it was in like the 90s. One team stuck a fucking fan, like a giant fan on the bottom of their car to like suck it down onto the ground. Because they looked at the rule book and they were like, well, there's no rule that says we can't put a giant fan on the bottom of our fucking car.
Yeah, that was like when they introduced restrictor plates in a NASCAR.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a couple drivers that would like take the oil caps and shit off and just not have them in there, so that was like extra added.
Yeah.
Like the temperature
Less
wasn't
weight.
really and then basically just oil's just like fucking
Constant
bubbling.
Yeah, I love that just like, well, you never said we couldn't do this, so...
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the day someone brings an actual airplane to a NASCAR show. It's like, you didn't say you did. It just got four wheels.
Just
flying a
I
jet
get a
around.
helicopter just fucking fly around.
People in the stands are like, "This is too
I
loud."
finished my 500 laps in fucking 10 minutes. I'm out. I fly away.
Yeah,
I wanna
you guys
see
didn't
what-
say I couldn't start the race early. Like,
They do skeet shooting with a minigun. He's like, he shot 12,000 skeets in 60 seconds. That's a
Do
record.
do the biathlon on a snowmobile with an AR-15.
You just shoot the other contestants while you're at it.
Yeah, there's no rule that says I can't just shoot all you guys.
I want to see the professional
man.
kayakers use a hovercraft, like right over the water. This would be sick. See, these are the Olympics I want to see. Just
I wanna-
the
no rule book.
ingenuity Olympics that just like, well, run whatever you brought, dude. Fuck it, we don't care
Yeah.
anymore.
I want to see the Hunger Games of Olympics next time. That shit would be fun, dude. I would definitely tune in. I wouldn't miss a game.
I want to see like in darts. You know, there's guys that I watch darts on ESPN, dude. I think it's awesome. But like,
They show darts on. Hold on. They show darts on ESPN.
yes,
Not
sir.
ESPN
Oh,
1.
dude,
Not E ESPN 1.
On the deuce, probably.
ESPN 46.
Yeah, it's 46.
But
really
yeah.
low priority.
But
It's
what I love about it
geriatric
is
ESPN.
it's like you know, there's always the line you got to stand on, but these dudes are just leaning. Like,
Way over.
I want to see a
They're
guy.
gonna lead off the base, dude.
Yeah, I want to see a guy pull the like what Michael Jackson did in fucking Smooth Criminal, where he's like almost like just
Flat.
yeah,
He has
just a guy
weighted
like
heels.
basically laying on the
He has
ground.
200-pound weights in the heels of his shoes. He's like,
Donald
He's just
Trump
his
would be-
balance
would
is
be-
like
Donald Trump would be perfect at that because if you've seen the way he stands, his head is like 2 feet in front of his fucking feet.
that's true.
what if
You
a
just
guy
stand in the.
What if a guy just comes to outfit with a metal rod down the back and he has to walk like that the whole time? He's like, ready? My turn?
He's just like leaning forward, like off the front of a ship, just like.
Yep. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
It's not any are you okay? It's any are you gonna win or what? Like,
Yeah. He got Kate Winslet's corset from the Titanic. He's like,
Jack, I'm winning.
darts would be hard to cheat at. Darts would
Yeah.
be pretty hard to cheat at. I'll be honest.
I'd just love to see the Smooth Criminal just fully
Oh,
like
that's
45
so good.
degrees.
We should design some way
reaching
do
out
that.
to shoot it like
You're just sticking them in. Double bullseye.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
Those dudes are so good though. Like honestly, it's intense. They're aiming for one spot, the triple 20, and that's the only spot they're aiming for the whole time, and it's just
the whole
like
time.
so intense. Yeah,
Yeah.
so many hours spent.
I have a friend who plays a lot of darts, and he like playing cricket or anything with him is just not fun. Like even around the world, doesn't matter what. He'll just dunk, dunk, dunk. Like he'll go around the world in a turn. There's like brrrr, double bullseye, bang, and it's like, oh, well, that's fun for you, I suppose.
Yeah.
For him, it's like saying the alphabet. He's like, oh, saying the alphabet's a game to you? Okay,
Yeah, just
well, if you want
Go
to,
around.
I'll just say them all right now. And I'm like, what's after me? Yeah, not fun. But yeah, honestly, a sport I've always wanted to cheat at is curling. Because I'm like, how easy would it be just to put like a magnet in your little mop thing, and then like, wow, the
Just push
curl
it.
is actually speeding up. It's a whirr, it's like just falling in your mop. That'd be dope. You get
You
one
can
of those
put
like,
you can lube up the bottom of the puck thing.
yeah, do one of those chilled semiconductors so it does quantum locking and it just flies.
Dude, what if you did that and didn't tell the guys that have the brooms that you lubed them up? So you send it down, and those dudes are like, "Oh shit!" They're trying to like run. That's like just flying. They're like, "Oh!"
They're just Crisco spilling off them everywhere.
They're just falling. They're like,
There's a quarter inch of olive oil on the
Yeah.
ice hockey rink. They're like, what the fuck is this?
Why does it smell like Vaseline in here?
You get the menthol stuff, so it starts melting the ice.
Yeah,
'cause-
bribe the
like,
bribe
less
the
pressure,
Zamboni
guy. Yeah.
to just like, go extra
Yeah.
thin on the ice on your side.
Yeah, give him like. Oh no.
Ew.
I just try to think of Canadian money, and I don't know.
Dollars,
I don't
bro.
know.
They have dollars.
Is it
Canadian
dollars? Okay.
dollars.
I just was like,
Canadian
just to give him
yen.
a 20, but I was like, what's the Canadian 20? I don't know.
Canada bucks.
It's dollars or rupiah. I'm not sure which one.
British Columbia bucks.
Yeah, Canada points. Canada tokens. It's just like Chuck E. Cheese, bro. They just give you like the tickets when you get there. You can redeem them on your way out.
Just you show up to the airport and it just prints out. You gotta play a game of skee ball. It's like how much money you get when you're on vacation.
Everybody on the airplane has fake vampire teeth.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, we don't
you didn't
give
get
a
many
shit.
points either. You didn't get much either, did you? Nobody makes much money in Canada.
The
House
little
always
like
wins.
the
Oh my
little
God.
wooden glider plane. The
Yeah.
sticky hands.
Instead of the house always wins, it's the moose always wins, eh? Fucking Canada. Man.
You just get one of those curling balls. That's your
souvenir.
money.
Your souvenir when you come from Canada is a full 30-pound curling weight. God damn it! I got
Well,
one for
dude,
my
they-
friend too.
They have so many. They have to get rid of them somehow.
Yeah, I heard
wonder-
they have it at a lot of bars up there. You can just play.
Curling?
Yeah, bro.
What? All right, that's the new fucking Patreon.
No,
goal.
no, don't
Fucking
say that.
send
Don't
us to
say that.
Canada.
He's tricky.
Yeah,
That's
send us to
Canadian
Canada.
slang for getting a ream job in the bathroom. Don't say that. When you get over there. He's trying to trick
It means
you. I
something
guarantee
different
you.
in Quebec too.
Playing in a bar. I've heard that set up before. Nice try, bud.
Yeah,
Keeping my
not gonna
butthole
happen.
intact when I go over to the old Great White North.
I can't take it seriously when I'm watching and they're just like, harder! Harder!
I really love.
What did I say, Sam? God damn it.
You know, when the Winter Olympics come around, basically the only events that I'm like I have to make sure I watch are the biathlon, which is skiing and shooting, which is fucking awesome because it's two sports in one. It's downhill skiing with guns. Like what's not
That's
to
pretty
love?
badass.
Yeah.
And then curling because it's just like I really have a hard time figuring out if they're even fucking affecting that thing in any way. Like it really seems like it's just gonna kind of go where it goes. Like it's so abstract to me, and it's just so funny to just see him like fucking furiously.
Yeah.
And in his head, he's like, "You
Russian.
wait 4 years for this."
This is your big moment.
Dude, those guys just practice
Yeah.
with shake weights. Oh, I'm
That's
getting there,
what
baby.
literally I was gonna say.
2024.
It's just they're on the plane, just like I'm gonna
Yeah.
fucking get gold this year.
Like,
Well,
look at
it's-
all these
it's really
Polish
more-
dudes with the
it's-
freaking shake weights. Jesus Christ.
Well, really, it's more it's more underhand. kinda
Dude, their
like
kitchen
this.
floors are spotless. Okay, like those motherfuckers are at home
See this
putting in
motherfucker
work.
wax a school? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just
the
sitting
best
there
janitor.
with a Swiffer, just like, honey,
yeah, that's the
dinner's ready.
practice.
I can't.
Yeah.
I want to remake Good Will Hunting, where instead of the janitor being like a super brainiac, he's just a curler, and it's the cleanest high school ever. And everybody keeps noticing, and they're like, "Who's cleaning these floors?" And they're like, "It's the janitor." How should I say though? As far as the Olympics, there's a sport that needs to be replaced, and I already have the replacement, and we just got to get this done. We got to talk to the committee. There's a sport where you ski and shoot at the same time, which is crazy because only people from Finland actually do that. That's not a sport. We should do the big jump on the skis and mix it where after the big jump you go into a wingsuit.
Okay, and then you pull out a rifle.
That makes sense. You have to have a rifle or else the Finnish are going to
Obviously.
sue. But you got to get them in the wingsuit because how cool is that? People in wingsuits have to like get set up or jump out of airplanes and all this stuff makes no sense. That's not how cavemen would wingsuit. You get them on a set of skis, they go off the big old jump, they're up in the air, they pull out the wingsuit. That's a spectacle like no other. And it makes so much more sense. And then now wingsuit guys don't need airplanes. So you're cutting emissions down. This is like the Green New Deal of Olympic Games. And it's less violent. And I am sorry to the Finnish people. Yeah.
Aren't they shooting like pellet guns though? I don't think it's.
No, dude, they're real
think it-
guns. In the
They should get-
biathlon,
Oh,
it's
it's-
guns.
They should
Is
get
it-
throwing
what ca-
knives if they're real
What
G's.
caliber is it? Like
They're
it's
like
probably
22s. They're not like.
like
I was
Yeah,
gonna say it's like
27,
yeah, it's not yeah.
Yeah, they're like
Dude,
22.
if they're really bosses, they'd have like throwing hatchets. They have to ski down the hill. Like, I want to see some cool
my
ass
God.
shit. Guns are
So
To me, the problem with the biathlon is they make you stop when you're shooting, and I think that they should just like, no, you have to fucking like ski and shoot while you're on the move.
I want to meet the crazy assholes who show up to watch that shit live. Like, oh yeah, they're just flying down the hill with a gun in their hands. Like, where? I don't see them. Oh, damn it.
The spectators are like 5 miles away. Is the only way to guarantee their safety.
Yeah,
Even the judges
Yeah.
are watching it through like telescopes. Just like we can't be.
who's gonna be
anywhere
in the
near
middle
them.
of the course?
The
Like you're either at
judges
the
should get their
beginning
own
or the
guns to
end.
shoot back.
Yeah. That's like saying, "Oh yeah, I'm on the first turn of the downhill slalom." Like you're not seeing anything go on. Like
Yeah, for reals.
sick, dude. He went right by us. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, what are you doing out there? You better be cooking freaking meth or something. There's no other reason to be
So-
that out there.
What was the last one we had here? It was
Oh, that was it. We're done. Yeah, we did it. We talked about trying to cheat at different sports. Darts, I think, was one of the hardest ones because you got to do the Michael Jackson physics breaking lead,
yeah.
or just have super long arms. Like, I'm gonna genetically modify somebody in CRISPR to just have one arm that's super long, and
The
those can
length
reach
of-
over and move.
with 2 elbows in it.
Yeah, he'll have to step back from the line so he doesn't hit his knuckles against the board.
He'd be effective in darts and beer pong. You know what I mean? Like those are 2 sports where he'd really flourish.
I want to see toe darts. When people start doing toe darts, that's when it's legit.
Bro, I've seen people shoot up.
With their feet?
I've seen some people shoot a bow and arrow with their feet, bro. It's insane.
There's people who are good at it too. Like, they'll hit a bullseye from distance like that, and I'm like, have you never heard of books?
darts?
Like, do something with your life, Jesus Christ.
They
When
should
is
have
that
it in
gonna come
movies by
handy?
now. Like I want to see somebody just like doing cartwheels through the battlefield, just like zoom, 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 just like
Or
sinking
walking
people
on
with
their
feet.
hands, so you can't shoot them in their head. You aim for their head and it goes right through their crotch. Like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Like, oh, they're invincible. That can't
my
have been a
goodness.
strategy back in the day.
I
When you had barely enough
ironically-
calories to breathe, there's no way you're training
No,
foot
not gonna
archery.
happen.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
When your survival depends on whether or not you hit the deer, you don't shoot with your feet very often. That's a first world privilege
It
sport,
really
okay?
is.
And
Jeez.
it's too bougie for me. I'm sorry.
It's just like you're just trying to mix things up for no reason at that point.
Or maybe there was some guy who was born with like a defect, didn't have arms, learned that way, and then everybody else got jealous because he looked so cool. It's like, shit, well, we better learn with our feet. We look like bitches
he-
doing it up here.
Laying on his back? How would he be upside down?
Oh, he's doing headstands, dude. He was a breakdancer too. This guy was very
Yo.
popular. I got nothing else on this one. You guys want to do takeaways?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do. Yeah,
Let's wrap while we're hot.
I would. I'd like to say that I feel a lot better. It's a lot like cooler recording outside of the closet I was in the episodes before. I'm not sweating to death this time. And yeah, I'm in my new apartment, feeling good. First episode since then. I hope I sound good coming through to everybody. And I stand by Lance Armstrong, greatest cheater ever. So
What you guys say?
Oh, I think that I don't know. I really just think that cheating in sports is like the apex of like intelligence in sporting is just like, all right, we got to figure out what the rules are and how we can fucking get around them. And I think it's just so beautiful. And whenever a big cheating scandal breaks, it's always a big highlight for me. I'm not that into sports, but I love cheating in sports.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't realize how much cheating I was aware of. I thought I didn't know that many scandals. The more we talked about it, there was like tons that I was aware of, and I was surprised at how many I was actually involved with. But it was fun to hear and talk about them. My biggest takeaway is that I'll never forget that Michael confessed to cheating at Monopoly, and I won't look at him the same now. But if you want to come get sloppy with me in Texas, come on. We're gonna be burning face masks in the parking lot. Woo 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 woo. Just kidding. No, stay safe.
peace out.
Stay hydrated and follow me now on Twitter at Seinfeld.
Which will take it easy, baby girls.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening to the episode. Make sure to check us out on Instagram at Cowboy Rowdy Podcast, also on Facebook and YouTube at The Cowboy Rowdy Podcast.
Check me out on Facebook and Instagram at kmbz.berry and see me on YouTube at CB Comedy. I'm just below the little Indian kid who makes funny videos in his room.
You can follow me at The Ghost of Anthony on Instagram and at Young Baphomet on Twitter.
And follow me, Sebastian, on Instagram at Seinfeld.
And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _mboof.